Hey, what's going on, folks? NDG here, having a little late night relaxation and fun. I just love my Dungeons and such game. I have recently bought the full version, and I just thought I'd just bring y'all in along with me. I play this game almost every night, and we're not going to take it too serious. Just going to have some fun. We're not going to take it too seriously, is what I should have said. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to play Dungeons and such, and if you're interested in picking up this game, it's in my description below. And check it out. Like this video if you like it, share this video if you think it's worth sharing, and please subscribe, double tap on the all button, and definitely, if you like roguelike dungeon crawlers with skill ups and magic, multi-classing. Dungeons and such has got all that stuff. It's got accessibility. It's got lots of good things. There really isn't any true negatives other than that the music could be lowered so it can play during my gameplay. That is one of the few things to do. And if we could stop having to double tap on the NPCs, that would be great. Just one press. I also would like to be able to get out of the dungeons. There is no way to get out unless you are just destroyed. So we might die this particular playthrough. I don't know. I am so powerful. I am just getting stuff. Like I'm hunting for treasure chests. I am farming. So yeah, I'm going to be farming today.
Floor 22. A few blue glowing rocks on the wall. Image.
This game is so fun. I have so much fun. And I want you to hear the electrical monster. It's so scary. I swear I was playing this game and it went and I nearly jumped out of my skin. It was so scary. Yeah. Yeah, there's some really cute sound effects in Dungeons and such. And I did a first listen to rate the accessibility of Dungeons and such, and I was very satisfied. I do believe there's much more we can do with the UI to make it much more refined and streamlined. But other than that, like the variety is great. Like it's on par with Futurina. I well, it's not quite as refined as maybe Swordy Quest is. It's not on that level, but if you're looking for a roguelike and you just like a simple dungeon crawler, this is your game. I mean, this is your game. If you just want to chill, if you just want to be, button mashing and just getting through dungeons, thinking through your strategies, lots of cool toys to throw at the monsters. This game's got it's just got great toys. It's one of those old school role-playing dungeon crawlers, old school roguelikes, I really enjoy it. But anyway, like I said, that's my review of the game. So let's just get moving. And like I said, I'm just going to be having fun.
Angelica. Do you want something?
I'm not going to take it seriously. Angelica, let me lower my voice first.
Characters. Words. Lines. Text selection. Speaking rate. Volume. 80%. 75%.
75%
Speaking rate.
sounds
75%.
good.
Floor 20. Angelica. Image.
Okay, so Angelica is the NPC. So the way it works is the NPCs appear in the dungeons and you can sell your items to them. So if you start collecting a lot of loot when you're in the deep dungeon, yeah, you definitely want to swing by Angelica and sell her your stuff. Now, I advise you if you're going to play the free version, don't invest too much time in it because honestly, it's only a small investment to buy the full version and it isn't worth it to play the free version, then switch over to the full version because you lose all your stuff. Now, I'd like to say I'd love them to fix that. Whatever I've earned in the free version, I'd love to be able to at least get my coin value worth of it in the pay version. It's not a subscription model. It's a one-time purchase and unlocking, which goes to support the game and developer, which I am in 100% agreement that it is incredibly tiny price to ask for. I think it's about $2 or $3. I would say everyone in my channel, if you're a sub, please go ahead and purchase the game. It's 100% worth it. For developers who are making games accessible, who even decide to step into that arena, it takes a special kind of bravery, kindness, and empathy to do that for the blind and visually impaired community. And because there's a lot of people who don't want sometimes games to become accessible because they feel like it takes away from their opportunities. And they don't realize that it's opportunities for everyone when a game becomes accessible. But we can't always convince people that making games accessible for the blind is beneficial for making games accessible for people who are sighted. So for that sake, I would have to say when developers do try to make games accessible against the tide of folks who don't want games to be accessible, let's give them 100% our support in the community, and let's not whine over $2 or $3 that the developer asked to help pay for the cost of more coding. I'd rather have a developer coding and working if that's what they was that what they need. You will never hear me go, oh my god, that's too much money. No, 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 folks. You don't get it. I've played plenty of games that are not accessible, and I've dropped hundreds of dollars in those games. And you need to drop hundreds of dollars in those games just to compete. That's why they call it, you know, um, pay to win kind of model. So, I'm just saying these are not pay to win models. When you hear these games, these are not pay to win models. These are just a small recouping of the costs so devs can work hard, purchase new equipment, get new games up. I will never stand in the way of a dev getting fed. You know what I'm saying? Devs got to get fed too. And like I said, my name is Michael Graham. My pronouns are he, him. I find the RPG gifts that accessibly exist and bring them to you so that you can have fun every day when you're just chilling. You get that nice little Final Fantasy vibe, Mystic Quest vibe, and you Swordy Quest vibe, but you want to take it easy. Then you just come over here and I get a little late night double upload. Double upload on you, double barrel. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting a little double upload love up in here. So anyway, so the way the game works is you go into the dungeon, you just keep going down, down, and down, and down, deeper and deeper, deeper in the dungeon. You never know how many enemies you're going to fight. You might get one, you might get 10. Usually there's a set maximum number, and they vary in difficulty and hit points and challenge ratings. You never know quite how strong they're going to be. Now, some enemies have some pretty elaborate spells and status effects they can hit you with. Now, there are a couple of things I want to point out so that you're not being misled about full accessibility. There's a couple of wordings, like when you're under the effect of a healing potion, there's a cooldown. Now, it doesn't tell you the exact wordings of that there's a cooldown. You have to double tap on the cooldown wording, which is misspelled or improperly coded. So there are a couple of parts that are a little wonky. If you can put up with those small minor issues, it's sweet, sweet roguelike game. Okay, so there's a couple of other things. Like when you talk to NPCs, you have to double tap. If you double tap the first time, nothing happens. Then you double tap the second time, the NPC will carry on its speech. It's basically a quad tap without four fingers. Just a double tap and a double tap again. Then the NPC speech will move forward. Now, the NPCs in this game chit-chat a whole lot, so you got to do a lot of double tap, double taps. Double tap, double tap. Get used to that frame of thought. Double tap, double tap. And then once you do that, you get through. Now, it also has swipe left to the right, four finger top, four finger bottom, swipe up, two fingers, swipe down, two fingers, four tap middle of the screen. It's got all the typical voiceover controls. And those are very great. And that's awesome triple A plus across the board. Now, gameplay, triple A plus. This game is amazing. It's so much fun. I literally can get lost in this game for hours, and I really, really, truly enjoy this game. And I'll probably be playing a little music in the background, my own selection. It'll keep repeating itself because iMovie doesn't have any way for me to clip the music. Yeah, that's an Apple thing. Please, iMovie, make it so that I can clip the music and add tracks as I desire for how long I desire. Right now, there's nothing I can do about that. Charlie! I feel like calling Charlie of Swordy Quest. Like, Charlie, figure out how to fix the music in iMovie. Charlie will figure it out. Charlie figures out everything. Charlie's the savior. Charlie will figure it out. He's amazing. But yeah, this game is also amazing because, like I said, the accessibility, the variety, the wonder, and the excitement and the fun are all here. So it's got all the classic elements of a role-playing game. You've got the armor, you've got the rings, you've got the shields, you've got the magic spells. You've got the skills. You even have pets, which is awesome. You got a full-fledged town, though it's just one town for now, but I feel like with future updates, this game could really get anything. You can also collect monsters in the dungeon, which is spectacular. This game has got one of the best real-life monster-like capture systems. Many devs will want to go ahead and take a listen to this game, and this game has got its stuff together when it comes to monster capture. It's quite fun. Now, it's a little mystical how you are able to unlock it. Everything's super easy to unlock on the free mode, but it's very kind of hard work to unlock on the full version. So, like I said, I do not suggest you spend a lot of time on the free version. Definitely just take the $3 and go ahead and use it, support the dev, and tell them that NDG sent you. Go ahead and rate the app 5 stars. Leave a juicy, wonderful review. Say that you heard about this game from Newdeath Gaming, and give me the love. Give me the love. Show me the love, brothers and sisters and theys, and that will really go a long way. Let developers know that there's a person out there named NDG, and he's dropping it like it's hot, popping off on all the latest indie roguelikes out there. You know what I'm saying? Find the RPG gifts that accessibly exist so that you all don't have to look for them. I try to find them, bring them to you, serve them up on a platter, light that candle, open up a bottle of Chianti, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get going here.
Do you want something?
All right, now let's go sell the junk we have. Now, one of my kind of gripes is that the inventory, though you can expand it by leveling, the inventory is brutally small. And you also have to carry all your not construction material, like you have to carry all your stuff that helps you teleport up to the surface from the dungeon. You have to carry all your gear, all your healing, all your armor. This game could greatly benefit from an extra bag just for your stuff that isn't like got weight. Like I can understand I have to carry my healing herbs and my potions, but can we put like the crystals and stuff in a special pouch? Because it feels like we do not have much room to carry stuff, and yet you don't give me any ability to teleport back to the surface. So again, you're gonna have to die to go back to the surface and activate more NPC activities and to be able to engage in other quests. That's a negative. But let's talk about the positives. Put that in the sandwich and go ahead and make the bread on the outside. So it's got game center interactions and it's got guild interactions. So if you have friends, they can join you in this game and go into dungeons with you. Now, I do not yet know how to do that, but I do know I have several people who are in my game center. And if you are a friend of mine, go ahead and drop in the comments, be my backseat driver, and let me know how to take advantage of all the effects in this game that I can use. Because I am really into this game. Like, I'm seriously into dungeons and such. It is good. It is solid. It's sweet.
Buy button.
All right, let's sell.
Sell button.
I need to sell some of my junk.
18/24.
18. So as you can hear, I have 18. So the first number is how much I have in gear in my bag, and 24 is how much I can maximally hold. Now that number goes up very slowly. I do not know how that number is calculated. Only thing I can think of is every time you put points in your stamina or that you level up, and I do believe I was told that, this game could greatly benefit from a centralized, like Swordy Quest has a centralized place where you get help and community help. This game could greatly benefit from that. Now you might say, I'm in the comments screaming at the stream, NDG, there is a community section in the website. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm working with what I'm working with. I'm sorry. I apologize. There is probably a very heavy, strong community presence that will explain this, and I will try to find out as much information as possible. Mind you, I don't like to look through community sections a lot because it ruins the game for me. I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to thank you, Chris Tucker. I want to think about what's happening to me at the moment. I don't want everyone in the community section to like teach me everything. I want to find out. I want to be surprised. I want to have fun, you know? So I don't want everyone to teach me every little nuanced trick. It's fun for me to guess. I don't want you to spoil the game for me. Well, NDG, if you go here, touch this button, blah, 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 go here. I hate that whole role-playing ableist kind of stuff. Like, don't teach me every trick. I don't mind. If I get stuck, trust me, I'll cry. I'll go, please help me, please, please. You know, help NDG get out of the dungeon. He's stuck deep. He's deep, deep, deep. Yes, yes. I will ask for help if I'm in trouble.
Sell item.
All right. I asked for a lot of help on Future Arena because I was mystified. There were so many things that I needed help with in there. Let's just leave it at that. And yes, Future Arena is being played on Mondays. The series will continue.
Skill shield. E. 75G. E.
What do I need to sell here?
Sell item. 18/24. Sell item. Skill shield. E. 75G.
Okay,
E.
so I got a skill shield. Let me turn the voiceover a little slower.
Words. Characters. Headings. Volume. Speaking rate. 70%.
Okay, 70%.
Volume. 70%. 65%.
There we go.
Speaking rate. 70%.
I don't know why the
Words.
volume on voiceover is so loud right now.
Medical herd. Sell. Button. Medical herd. Sell. Button. Knight armor. E. 250G. Sell. Button. Potion. 15G.
All right, potions
Sell.
are
Button.
really
Potion.
good.
15G. Sell. Button. Scale shield. E. 75G.
Okay,
E.
skill shield, and it's still loud.
Characters. Headings. Characters. Words. Speaking rate. Volume. 65%. 60%.
There we go, 60%.
Speaking rate.
I'm not going to
70%.
turn the volume too low because I am going to put music over this because it's a little quiet.
Words. Characters. Headings.
All right, here we go.
Sell. Button.
All right.
Potion. 15G.
Okay, so it gives you the item and then it says sell.
Sell.
Potions. And potions are great. They give you a lot of health. Now, if you want to know what stuff does, double tap the item like this.
Sell.
Oh, I didn't mean to sell. I don't want to sell.
Knight armor. E. 200. Sell. Button.
I think I sold it.
Potion. 15G. Sell. Scale shield. E. Sell. Potion. 15G. Sell. Knight armor. E.
Yeah, I sold it.
250G. E.
You don't want to accidentally double. I do believe we need a confirmation on certain items. It already has a confirmation if you've equipped, but if you accidentally, like I just did there, sell something, there's no going back. You're just gonna have to go buy another one. It doesn't matter. You know, after you get really good at farming, money isn't really an issue. I'm trying to save up for this diamond shield, so that's when I'm more advanced. I'm currently like level 29. I'm trying to get a little deeper into this dungeon. It's a whole anecdotal kind of thing. You gotta save the princess, blah. So it isn't any kind of complicated plot, you know, where there's factions and evil wizards and demons and gods, and it's a very simple plot. You go into this dungeon, you save the princess, you're done. You did good, do it again. So it's a very simple plot, really easy to grasp, makes it really like simple, and then that means that you can focus more on your gear and what you're working on.
Sell. But medical herd. 4G.
Now, medical herbs for healing, we want to have a lot of those. This is what you're going to use a lot. They're kind of expensive when you first start off, but at the end, by the time you're on my level, medical herbs are you just have to have them. You take them after battles if you get really tapped up, or you can just sell them if they get in the way.
Sell. Button. Medical herd. 4G.
You can also destroy items in your inventory, which is very convenient if you need to. You can organize items in your inventory, another convenient streamlining function. The moving things in your inventory is pretty accessible, takes a couple of practice tries. Once you kind of get used to it, it's pretty easy.
Sell. Button. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Power ring. E. 150G.
This game could use an auto shuffle and sort functionality so that items that are similar would all group together. Armor and weapons would group together. Potions and items would group together. Special non-sellable items that are just part of your questing stuff that you gain that you need to talk to an NPC about, those should all group together. So yeah, this game could use a little help in the UI, and the equipment inventory could use some love.
Sell. Button. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Medical herd. 4G.
As you can hear, I have a lot of medical herbs.
Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Battle axe. E. 225G. E.
Now, when you hear that E means it's equipped. So, it's got a few acronyms. Again, I'm not a huge fan of acronyms. I'm not a huge fan of them. I do believe the acronyms, if you're going to relate anything to voiceover, are almost counterintuitive. You might as well just say the whole word. It's better to me, in my opinion, mind you, in my opinion, it is better to just spell it out and take a chance of giving voiceover a lot to say than to go with really short acronyms, which means I have to listen to it several times for myself to mentally, cognitively kind of understand what I am swiping through. So I'm in big favor of spelling out short words. Like if the word's under 9 letters and 2 syllables, you might as well just spell it out.
Cell. Button. Redstone.
Now, redstone I just got. I do believe this is going to be a quest item. I'm going to turn that in once I die. And yes, there's a reason why I'm saying that, because there is no way to go back upstairs that I know about. Somebody will in the chat correct me. That's fine. I don't mind if you backseat on this one.
Freshwater. 25G.
I just ask that you don't spoil the story for me. Please, please don't spoil my bosses. I want to find them. I'm enjoying that no one has played this game except for me. And I'm enjoying that no one has spoiled it for me, because this is very precious to not have my role-playing game spoiled.
Cell. Button.
Now,
Freshwater. 25G.
fresh water rejuvenates your magic points. And yes, even as a melee class, you have access to magic, which is great. The magic schools are absolutely fantastic. And yes, you can focus yourself on 3 builds. I'm going to give you the builds and their subclass builds. So the primary build, in my opinion, where you get the most gear dropping, is going to be your good old-fashioned warrior paladin-like type fighter, basically. And you just got the sword, the shield, the really heavy armor, really heavy. You're going to focus on that build. And I'm going to be playing this game as a series because I love it so much. It's going to be either a Tuesday release, or it's going to be a double feature when I have the energy and stuff, proclivity to kind of drop it after like my very long days. I'll be dropping these really late. So this is your late night like stream. I could be convinced to stream it. Now, I don't know if I have the energy. I don't know if I have the energy because that's my quality time late night, But I don't know if I have energy. But if I do not have absolutely anything to do, and if me and Sweetie Belle are just sucking down coffee and we're chilling and hanging out, I might be convinced to do a stream. But I really like to reserve my nighttime for just quality time and just chilling with Sweetie Belle and just kicking back. I don't want to get too heavy where I'm having to and I love y'all, and never mind that I don't have any energy left sometimes, but talking to you all is an addictive kind of thing for me. I love talking to you all. I have so much fun talking to my peeps in the communities. I have so much fun. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to do yeah, I'd love to do. I'm playing with Sweetie Belle at the same time. We're just goofing off. So sorry. I love late night game playing. It's just that I don't want the quality to suffer because I'm not taking it seriously. I'm having a good time. So you may be like, take it seriously, die with some dignity, So I'm just having fun, y'all. I'm just having a good time. I want to chill with this game. So I'm trying to get all this out of the way now, in case y'all ask me. But I'm also doing a Let's Play follow-up to the first listen. So this is a first listen part 2, and I do believe I am going to start the game from the very beginning and do a full playthrough with full tutorial mode. That's coming. I will also create a playlist, and I'll let y'all know when that gets up. I'll drop it in the community section, and yes, you can find the game in my description.
Cell. Button. Sleep bomb. 15G.
This is my favorite sleep bomb. So it's like, so that's my sleep bomb. Oh my God, this is one of my absolutely favorite toys. However, it takes up too much inventory. You really don't have the inventory space, y'all. Look, you can't be carrying a bunch of sleep bombs, though they're amazing. They put all the enemies to sleep. It's like having an instant stun. So sleep is as good as stun in this game, and it's great. Absolutely love the sleep bomb. It's extremely effective against when you're fighting several enemies. I love it.
Cell. Button. Close. Button. Close.
And that's
Button.
it. Your inventory accessible. Just double tap, you close. I love that
DLB1.
this game doesn't over talk. Another accessibility enhancement with this game is that it doesn't over talk. It doesn't have a banner. And you know, even the free version doesn't have commercials. Like, what developer is that kind? Like, this is probably one of the nicest developers you'll ever run into. Other than like Charlie Seligman from like Swordy Quest. Like, I mean, that's the whole other level of like kind. But I'm just saying, if you're talking about, you know, a great developer, you know, who's not really fixated on monetary gain and I mean, this game doesn't have any commercials. And they really don't really prompt you. They don't really bug you about rate the game, rate the game, rate the game. You don't get all that spam, you know? And I love that you don't get all that spam. Like, I played the whole free version. They never even said anything to me. They're like, hey, you want to get the full version? I don't want to bother you. Like, you know, I don't want to be, like, I'm not trying to get in your business, please. And it's like, yeah, I'll buy your full version, of course. This game is awesome. So, yeah, I really like that they're not pushy about anything. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to sell. Let's just...
LB36.
I don't know if I have enough money. I actually want to buy that diamond shield.
DLB1. Floor 22. Angelica. Image. Do you want something? Buy. Button. Buy.
Let's find out if I can buy that
Item.
diamond
Button.
shield.
Weapon. Button. Armor. Button. Shield. Button.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
Shield.
I'm looking for that diamond shield because it's pretty awesome.
Ring. Pod lid. Buy. Wooden shield. 20.
Okay, so they've got a lot of creative names for all the shields. It's really cute. So have fun enjoying all the really fun names.
Buy. Stone. Buy. Iron shield. Buy. Round shield. Buy. Plate shield. Buy. Scale shield. 150
Scale
G.
shield. I do believe I have that on right now.
Buy. Steel shield. 560 G.
Steel shield is really good. These prices are going to sound really impossible. Trust me. Just keep playing. You'll get the money. This you do gotta grind. Now, I'm just saying, if you don't like grinding, don't play the game. You gotta grind a little bit. You gotta get your grind. You know what I'm saying? Put those hinds on that grind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta scrape. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay and play to get paid. Take some work.
Buy. Button. Divine shield. 800 G.
Oh, now the divine shield is great because it's actually got some status like effects. Like, it protects you from, I think, lightning. Let me double tap and let you hear its effect. This game loves extra effects. I gotta give them credit. They really have a sense of creativity. Okay, so this is the basic. It's gonna give you the armor, and then it's gonna tell you its special attributes for whatever the equipment is.
Armor class 28.
Okay, so armor class is important. So armor class, something borrowed from games such as Dungeons and Dragons by Wizards of the Coast, games like that. This has got a lot of the whole D&D-ish kind of stuff going on. So it's really easy to make the correlation between, look, higher armor class, more chance I can live. Less damage from attacks. Magic points, yeah, very closely related to like spells and stuff like that. So this game's got all the classic kind of stuff. It's got all the classic roguelike stuff, which is the whole you die, you lose half your money. Yeah, there's a lot of really very punishing elements when you die. So yeah, you don't want to die. That is the primary thing here. If you think you might die, buy equipment so you can resell it and recoup some of your costs. One of the things I've learned is it's better to use your money and die and lose only very little, because then, I mean, look, if there's nothing for me to buy, I buy stuff. It's better to buy stuff that you're not going to use and sell it back for money, because this game, you can't go back to the surface unless you get a certain kind of like item. Now, if you do get the item that lets you travel to the surface, that's good. Get everything you can afford to buy. Now, it won't let you buy skills and magic that you don't have the ability to use. So that's one thing that I like, because then you're not going to be buying a bunch of skills and magic that are not usable in the dungeon. So this game's got a lot of hand-holding and helicopter parenting going on, but that's cool. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. You can helicopter over me. you know.
Bonus stats. Half fire damage, half needed stats. Strength 48. Bonus stats. Half fire damage, half ice damage, half lightning damage.
That's awesome. So that's like resistance. So that's resistance to 3 different elements. So I would say buy one of these at least, so that if you start running into enemies that are using these elements, it's okay to have less AC armor class because you're also reducing damage from these 3 elements. So I almost feel I would take this shield as a backup shield, but I'm going to think about it for a second because I want to find out if I can get the diamond shield because that's just a like brute force AC improvement across the board.
Needed stats. Strength 48. Divine power protects you from fire, ice, and lightning.
Oh, okay. One more thing. So there's something else you need to know. So there are requirements. So this is the sad part. So if you're used to just putting anything on, if you have the money, that won't work in dungeons and such. You also need to use your talent system choices. So this game's got a full talent system. It's based on where you put your points at. Every time you level up, you're given 3 points to add to certain parts of your character. You can add it to your armor, you can add it to your stamina, you can add it to your magic or your agility. Now, depending on what armor you pick up or buy, you need to have a certain stat at a certain level to use a certain armor shield ring. And yeah, you cannot use other things in your inventory's bonuses to make it so that you can cheat and skip past the requirements. As far as I understand, this game is incredibly well balanced because I'm not saying there isn't broken stuff, but what I'm saying is you cannot just equip something and go, oh great, I just bypassed the requirements of agility for that piece of armor because I now have a shield that has plus 10 armor and plus 10 agility. It doesn't work that way. You still got to level up, add points to that particular attribute, ability score, and then you'll be able to use the equipment that has the requirement. Now, once you equip the equipment, you also get to get bonuses, which is awesome. And you can take those bonuses and they help make you stronger. So the strength makes you a heavy hitter. That's the whole Bruticus destroy. So you got the whole Bruticus element, like, you just smash through the enemy's like defenses. That's great. It's great to have strength if you're blasting through like the prehistoric creatures in this game, like the humanoids got a lot of hit points. You're definitely gonna want to come in with a strength-based build. Now, if you want to get crits, you've got to have high strength, but you also got to have high agility. Now, agility makes it hard for enemies to hit you. It also makes it easy for you to get out of effects that are cast on you. Now, if you want to have strong abilities against magic cast against you, you got to go intelligence. And there's a whole build that you can do for intelligence. Now, I plan on playing all 3 builds. This first build is a hybrid of strength and agility I've decided to play. But when I start all over again, when I play the playlist, Dungeons Such playlist, I'm going to build all 3 builds. Now, I don't know how effective the builds are from one another, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So it's going to be really cool. Now, the wizard class looks really fun. Like, it's got all kinds of cool spells. And there's all kinds of armaments and like there's all this cloth that has all these weird effects, and I really feel like you can build yourself a total elemental defensive build. You can build yourself a spell slinger kind of thing where you can hit and you can cast. Look, sky's the limit. There's a whole monk build in this game where you can focus a little bit more on agility, a little less on strength, and a lot on magic. So there's like a magic monk build, there's a regular monk build, there's like a spell slinger build, which is a little bit strength and magic based. This game is, the whole Eldritch Knight kind of thing. This game has really got its game together for variety. I really gotta give them credit for that. I can't speak more highly of it.
Equipped. Stale shield armor class. 14%. 4 bonus stats. 3 hyphens. Divine power protects you from fire, ice, and lightning.
Okay. Let's find out what
Divine
the next.
shield. 800. Buy. Button. Diamond shield. 2100 G.
Okay, great. This I think I'm going to get. This is the diamond shield. Now, let's find out what it gives us for armor class.
Diamond shield. Armor class. 40.
Okay, so that's a lot of armor. That's a lot of armor, and I think we're gonna buy this. I do not believe it gives you anything else than a couple extra enhancements.
Bonus stats. 3 hyphens.
Okay, so I do not know what bonus stats three hyphens means. I do believe now, after hearing that a trillion times, I think three hyphens is just a separation. So for voiceover's rate, we can probably go ahead and drop those hyphens. They're confusing. I don't know what it means. So for voiceover users, unnecessary punctuation can really make the difference between something being understandable and easy to comprehend and or making it a mystery. So the three hyphens threw me off so much, and I do believe it was just something for sighted folks. It's that old-fashioned RPG thing where you have a number and then you underline it with hyphens and then you go beneath it with a value. So we could probably, if you want to make this more accessible, the hyphens are just meaningless. We don't need them. Just tell us what the numbers mean. Let's make apps that are accessible for the blind and visually impaired are just verbal as they can be, descriptive as they can be. That is all we need. Like I said, punctuations and stuff are kind of in the way. They're a little intrusive.
Needed stats. Strength. 55.
All right, so needed stats. So I need to have 55 strength, and I've got more than enough strength. I've been focusing on building my strength, so I do have the required strength to buy this.
Made from diamond.
Made from diamonds. I love that they've added description, which is really adorable.
Equipped. Scale shield armor class. 14 block percent. 4 bonus stats.
Okay.
3 hyphens.
The comparisons are not useful. That could be changed. I do not like the comparisons. It is not very good. Somebody's going to correct me and go, but CNDG, you're just not realizing. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. So let's just tell me if what I'm wearing is better or worse. Tell me plus or minus all the stats. Do I have a plus in this? Yes. Do I have a minus in that? Yes. If I equip this on, does it do this? Just tell me the differences, and then I have a proper comparison. I would really love if I didn't have to. By the way, you cannot tell how much money you have when you're buying and selling. You can't. It won't let you hear it because that isn't accessible. If we could really fix it so that I can hear how much money and how much gold I have, so that I can make a decision. You really have to memorize how much gold you have before you go into the store's elements. So that's unfortunate. That's a super easy fix. Just make it so that I could swipe to how much money I have, or tell me how much money I have when I'm buying. So yeah, those are a couple of the small issues. As I said, the problems in this game are incredibly minuscule.
Equip. Scale shield armor. Equip. Scale shield armor class.
And
14
so
block percent. 4
to
bonus
get
stats.
out
3
of
hyphens.
that info view, go ahead and double tap, and that'll drop you out.
Diamond shield. 2100 G.
The way to get out of menus in this game are simple good. They're simple good. Like, it's a new word, simple good. I like it. It isn't overly complicated. You don't have to look for weird buttons. You don't have to trace and finger navigate all over the screen. I wish more developers would make getting out of menus this easy. Don't know why the NPCs have to be double tapped twice. That is an easy fix, I feel. Because if the dev can make most of the other menus this easy, I do feel like it's just an oversight that you have to double tap twice on NPCs. Let's go ahead and buy this diamond shield if we have enough money.
Magic paper. 5000. Diamond shield. 2100 G.
Okay.
Magic
Oh,
paper,
one more
5000
thing.
G.
Before I buy the diamond shield, this magic paper thing is so weird. It's like a magic paper. It has one armor. I do believe this is a very special shield. I don't know how it works, but I really want to get it. I don't know what it does. But I love games with secrets. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to get the money and buy that thing because I want to know what this magic paper shield does. It only has one armor class, but trust me, that's a secret. Look, I know, and listen, games that throw these weird things at you, they want you not to buy it because they know it's super powerful. It's all about being curious in roguelikes and role-playing games. You got to explore. You got to take risks. Yeah, you might buy a chicken that does nothing, but you might get a chicken that has like a rocket launcher. You never know.
Diamond shield. 2100 G. Magic paper. 5000 G. Diamond. Buy. Button. Divine shield. 800. Buy. Diamond shield. Magic paper.
Oh,
5000
I
G.
don't have enough money. Oh, I'm just 100. Okay, let's sell something, and I want to get this diamond shield.
Diamond. Plate.
Okay,
Round 2.
I'm gonna
80G.
close.
Magic paper. Close. Button.
We need to sell something.
DLD1.
I really, really want that diamond shield. So I'm gonna sell something and get my diamond
LV36.
shield.
2075. HP 40. MP4/4. Gear. Dimmed. Floor 22. Gear. MP. H. 2075 gold.
Okay, great. I was able to hear my money. So it let me get out and hear my money. So usually you can't hear the money. So I was wrong about that. There was a way for me to hear my gold. So great. I need 25 more gold to buy that diamond shield. That's going to happen.
HP4. MP4. Gear. Floor 20. Angelica. Do you want something? Buy. Button.
Yes, Angelica.
Sell.
Let's
Button.
sell you
Sell.
one of these useless
17/24.
herbs. Well, useful herbs, trust me. They're not useless.
Sell item. Scale shield. E. Sell. Caution. 15G. Sell. Knight armor. E. 200. Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Button.
Low. That's going to be a lot of selling to get that. Let's just sell one.
Sell. Medical herd. Sell. Button. Knight armor. E. 200. Sell. Caution. 15G. Sell. Button.
Let's sell that
Sell.
potion.
Sell. Medical herd. 4G. Sell. Button.
Sell that.
Sell. Medical herd. 4. Sell. Button. Sell. Medical herd. Sell. Button.
Okay.
Sell.
That should be good. Angelica will pop in like every 3 to 4 levels. Angelica will pop in. And there's another dude. The NPC names are really either good or terrible. So you will hear an NPC name like, my name is Kellogg. That's kind of okay. Then you might hear an NPC that says, my name is blank. And that's a little problematic. So yes, it's gonna take a little getting used to get used to the NPC names. They're not horrible. It's just a little confusing. And again, you're going to get stuck with that. You're going to have to double tap and double tap. Just get that in your mind. Double tap twice. That's the thing when you talk to NPCs. And if you want to hear the new text, it doesn't read it. So that's an accessibility issue. Every time there's new text, could we please read it? If the NPCs could speak to us as blind and visually impaired players, it would be great. But as it is now, you're going to have to double tap twice, and then you're going to have to swipe to your left, swipe to your right, or swipe to your right and swipe to your left, and then you'll hear the new text. It's a simple fix. Just make it that we double tap and the text scrolls. Or make it so that we can scroll to the text once we've selected the text. There's many options here.
Medical herd. 4. Sell. Button.
Let's get out of this menu.
Close. Button.
You can bring your finger by touch navigation to the bottom to get out of the menus, which is incredibly convenient. As I said, getting out of menus in dungeons and such is like the poster child for convenient. All right, let's go talk to Angelica.
LV30, 2001, HP 40, MP4/4. Floor 22. Do you buy? Button.
Let's buy that diamond shield.
Weapon. Armor. Button. Shield. Button. Shield.
That the store is categorized is amazing. So many devs, please categorize your stores. Dungeons and such, they get it. Categorize.
Plate shield. Buy. Scale shield. Buy. Steel. Buy. Divine shield. 8. Buy. Diamond shield. 2001. Buy. Button.
Oh yeah.
Buy.
Oh baby,
Diamond
we got the diamond
G.
shield. Now let's go sell our other cheesy little shields so we have a little money, and then let's go rebuy a couple potions. So let's close this.
Close. Button.
Let's close this. Let's go sell our potion that's equipped, and I'm going to show you one of the features that are built in that prevents you from selling something valuable, which is really nice.
LV 2001 HP 40/MP4 gear. Floor 20. Angelica. Do you want something? Buy. Button. Sell.
Let's
button.
go to sell. Now, this is really a great feature.
Sell item. Scale shield. E. 75G.
So when you are in your own inventory, your items that you have equipped will have a E tag on them. The E means it's equipped, but you can still sell them. Now, many games force you to unequip then sell. Thank goodness you don't have to go through all that paperwork. And paperwork is what I call it in games where you have to do 6,000 things before you can do one thing. You know, I hate paperwork in games.
Sell. Knight armor. E. 250G.
All right, we're hoping, with the next upgrade we're going to get is we need a better armor. We got knight armor. It's superb, but we need really better.
Sell. Scale shield. E. Sell item. 13/sell item. Scale shield. E. 75G.
Okay.
E.
As you hear that E. Okay, so we're going to sell it, Here we go.
Sell. Button.
And there's the sell. Let's
Scale
double
shield.
check.
Sell. Button.
Here we go. We're gonna double tap.
Sell. Alert. Are you sure?
Isn't that great? Now, if every app did that, that'd be great. So this is a warning so you don't sell something that you have found to be valuable. Now, that's a great feature. I hope that never changes. That's a great safeguard. I'd like to have that set up for potions that are valuable, not the low level stuff, but at least give us the option to check box on whether we need a confirmation for selling stuff. I do not want a confirmation on every item we sell. No, I don't want that much versatility.
Sell this equipped item. Cancel. Button. Okay. Button.
Got a nice simple okay. Okay.
Medical herd. 4G.
And now we're set. Now we are going to equip and we're going to go ahead. Now, you cannot get into, and I'd like to make it so that we can also equip while we are in the merchant in the dungeon menu. You cannot access, as far as I know, somebody will correct me if I'm incorrect, you cannot access the inventory, your inventory, other than the sell. But you cannot equip while you're in the merchant.
Sell. Medical herd. 4. Sell. Button. Medical herd. Sell. Medical herd. 4G.
Let's
close. Button.
Close that. Say goodbye to
DLB1.
Angelica. Thank you.
Floor 20. Angelica.
Oh, wait. Let's get us a potion. We said we're going to replace our potion.
Do you want something? Buy. Button.
Let's go ahead and get a couple of goodies.
Item. Button. Ring. Button. Medical herd. 8G.
And yeah, they do have rings. I have a pretty powerful ring right now. I am hoping to buy the best. So the thing is, you want to get the best of everything. So you've got to pay attention to the statistics required. The requirements of strength, agility, or intelligence are going to determine. And sometimes, folks, they're going to require you to have multiple attributes to equip a special set of armor. So this game's really got a lot of dynamics built in.
Buy. Potion. 30G.
Let's get...
Buy. Button.
Let's get one of those potions. I'm going to get 2 potions.
Buy.
All right, cool. 2
Potion,
potions.
30G.
You know, I'm moving up to potions because I really don't... The medical herbs are kind of weak, you know? And I'm...
Potion.
Uh-oh.
Restores 40 of your HP.
Okay, there we go. That's what it does. If you double tap anything and not on the buy or sell button, it tells you what it is. That's the info screen. Kind of similar to Future
Potion.
Arena.
30G. High potion. 200G. Potion. 30G. High potion.
Okay,
200G.
I don't think I... Okay, another thing that I think it does is when you don't have enough money, it takes away the buy option, which is great. I mean, helicopter, kind of like, you know, you can just tell me you don't have enough money, dude. Get out of my store. You don't have money, get out. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't have money, because kids would steal so much in stores, they'd be like, you have no money, get out of my store. Yeah. No thieving roaches. So
Medical herd. 8G.
yeah, let's get out.
Close. Button.
Okay, so we're out of money. So now
DLB1.
it's time to start going down into the dungeon. Let's start diving down because I've already done a full explanation because I have a lot more knowledge. I've been playing it a lot more. Yeah, this game is amazing. But let's get some work done here.
6 gold. HP 40/43.
Okay, boy, we're down to 6 gold, so it doesn't matter if we die now because we've got gear. Did we equip that? No, we need to get out of Angelica, then we need to equip that shield.
MP4 gear. Floor 22. Angelica. Do you want something? Buy. Sell. Button.
And then if you want to get away from Angelica, just swipe to your right and there's going to be a leave button.
Leave. Button.
Now, here's the bad part. Watch and listen when I double tap.
I'll see you around.
Okay, she talks, right? Now, that's how all NPC text should do. It should scroll. Once you double tap, you should get that confirmation and get information read to you because the NPC is still talking. But here's the thing.
XP 78/525.
You can't go anywhere.
I'll see you around.
You still got to clear the NPC's text. If we could fix that, it's okay if the NPC wants to talk, but get out of the way. You still got to go back and double tap on the NPC's words. And here I will do so. Watch.
Floor 22. I'll see you around.
Watch, I'm going to double tap. As you can hear, nothing happens. But I've already started the double tap.
You found a treasure chest.
And now I'm out. And yes, you can seamlessly transition to finding a treasure chest. Like I walk out the store, there's a treasure chest. Give me that money. Oh yeah, baby. Treasure chest. I got the bling and I'm gonna sing. Yeah, you can walk out and get some bling bling. Like there's like treasure chests right outside the store and you can get paid. Like seriously, like why can't I walk out the store and go, hey, I gotta sell this too? It'd be great if you could just walk right back into the store, but no, Angelica will only come back every so many levels. So, and Angelica is your primary dungeon merchant. So obviously the monsters don't care about her. They don't attack her. So and that's just how it goes.
Proceed. Button. Open chest. Proceed. Button.
And they're going to ask you to proceed or open chests, and you are not required to keep anything you pick up. I would say the cheapy stuff like the goos, you get a lot of cheapy, like garbage. I would leave it unless you're really new. Like if you're a brand new starting adventurer, pick up everything. Pick up everything. You never know. Because this game is really generous with the drops. Like I've gotten all my best equipment just dropping off of monsters. Like it's very generous.
XP 78/525. Proceed. Button. Open chest. Button.
Let's open my chest. Oh,
Proceed.
there's my
XP
heart.
78/525.
All right, what do I get? What do I get?
Take all. Button. Done. Button.
And you can take all. You can individually like sift through the loot.
Take. Button. Rubber band. Take.
Oh,
Button.
rubber band. That's a nice little effects. I do believe that hurts everybody.
Rubber band. Take.
Ooh,
Button.
I get tons of rubber bands.
LV2 Rod of Sleep +1.
Oh, nice level 2 Rod of Sleep. Now that's going to be for a Clothy, so I will be playing a wizard on a playthrough. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the next playthrough. I do believe the next playthrough I want to do the monk build. I really am interested in finding out the strengths and weaknesses.
Floor 22. A few gear. But floor LV2 Rod of Sleep +1.
Let's go ahead and take that.
Take.
So it has great sound effects. I love everything has a sound effect in this game. That is A+ across the board.
Rubber band.
Let's go ahead and take
Button.
that.
Take.
See, you hear things
Rubber
falling in your bag. I love that.
Take. Button. Rubber band. Take.
Let's take
Button.
that.
Take. Take. Button.
And now getting out of the inventory collection from the treasure chest has a wonk bit to it. It could be a little cleaned up a bit. It's a little hard. It takes a little second to get out of the menu. It isn't terribly complicated, but we could probably, when the inventory is emptied, just close the treasure chest and make it disappear. Why do you make me close an empty treasure chest? Why would I close an empty treasure chest? Hate to complain, but that's a bit of a wonk that we can do without.
Take. Button. Take. Button. XP 78/525.
And as you can hear, it's a little annoying.
XP 78 item. Button. Skill. Button. Item. XP. Proceed. Button.
All right. Now, once you get to the proceed button, you get to get by everything. So then just hit that proceed button.
Proceed.
And that's like you walking. Now, I really believe we can change the word proceed to continue your adventure or let's continue exploring. Why do we have to have such a generic procedural word? Why does it have to be proceed? Can it be continue your exploration? This is a missed opportunity. We could throw so much description. Instead of proceed, you find and come across this wonderfully dark, mystic area covered with gooey spider webs and dripping black goo. The ground is cracked and covered with strange worm-like insects moving beneath the plates and cracks of granite. We could add so much amazing description. Proceed is a little dry, right?
XP 78/525. Floor 20 gear. Button.
All right, now to move from floor to floor, there's an image you need to double tap on. Once you double tap, a new set of monsters will come up. Now, every time you drop down a floor by taking the stairs down, you get an auto save, which is great. You cannot save in the dungeon on your own manually. It only lets you save in the village. I do believe those things are unnecessary precautions. Honestly, just let us save where we want to save. It's not going to make the game too easy. If you don't want us to save right at the boss, then say from this point on, you can't save. But honestly, why do you have to make so many penalties, It's not even hard. This isn't a hard game. So you're not making this game harder by saying we can't save. You're just preparing for the gotcha. If you just want a gotcha, just put harder monsters in. The monsters here are easy sauce, or correctly select and create a difficulty rating. I'd love to have this game have easy, medium, hard, like exhaustive, like maniac level. Like just make harder difficulty levels and add more higher end treasure. So this game could totally benefit from a difficulty setting.
Floor 22. A few blue glowing rocks on the wall. Image.
All right. I love the descriptions. More is better. This is one of those cases where more isn't, like less isn't more. Less is less. More would be great. More description would be amazing.
XP 78/520. Floor 22. A few blue glowing rocks on floor 22. A few
Now,
blue glowing rocks on the wall.
if you
Image.
don't get a monster that pops up a staircase or a wander button, your game might be what I call unrefreshed. So these are a little bit of an accessibility workaround. You may have to double tap on the image of the description, and you may have to also close the app and restart the app. So there are a couple of little things that are a little inaccessible, but it isn't anything that we're not used to in the community. So it isn't a major complaint. I rate this game fully accessible. I do not feel the couple of small generic like accessibility issues are worthy of a paramount kind of like statement of me that this is not accessible. No, it's fine. Just a couple of little problems that are easy dev fixes.
Wonder. Button.
Okay, so you have a choice to
Go downstairs.
go
Button.
downstairs
Wonder.
or
Button.
wonder. Now, I like to wonder because I like to get the treasure. You want to wonder as much as possible as you're leveling because the enemies get tougher, but they're not that hard. And also, there's tons of treasure chests with lots of randomized loot. This is the king or queen or they of randomized loot. This game loves randomized loot. So you literally can pick up anything. And it's a great value stuff. So I would have to say I almost always spend a lot of time wandering until I at least get 2 or 3 treasure chests. So you only get treasure chests by random events or by wandering. If you go downstairs, that's going to activate your auto save feature.
Go downstairs. But wonder. Button.
I'm going to wander, and now the enemies do get tougher. And by the way,
Encounter 3 enemies. Enemies
this
look lazy.
okay, this game has
Word
an
one.
extensive
Swipe up or down with one
in-game
finger to adjust the value.
tutorial moment. It will tell you, and Simon and Reimer's just telling me that we've been playing for an hour, which is fine. We're gonna keep going for some longer. But this game has an extensive in-game tutorial that lets you know what each thing does. I really feel like we don't have to make those NPCs. We can take all those NPCs and put that into a box. I like that you made NPCs. That's great. I really feel I love NPCs to give me quests, not tutorial. When do we stop tutorializing and when do we get to play the game? So I really feel we could exclude NPCs from giving tutorial, except in the very beginning. I'm a seasoned adventurer. I'm down here killing everything you can think of. I don't need to be told, hey, by the way, you can go back up to town and sell your stuff. That's hardly a clue needed for a person who's been playing this game for 40 hours. How about some great things like, there's a demon down here, there's a monster, there's a dragon. Could you grab this stuff and then it'll help you beat the monster? Or let's throw a little bit more expertise into the NPCs with their tooltips.
Toothworm 2. Adjustable.
All right,
Swipe up or
so
down with one finger to adjust the value.
to select the monsters, you're going to move by swiping to your left and right. There's also a guard button, which I do not know how effective it is. I do believe it just kind of gives you a certain percentage more defense. Somebody will let me know in the comments. Feel free to backseat on this one.
Mudman. Toothworm 2. Adjustable. Toothworm 1. Adjustable.
Yeah, the
Swipe up or down
creatures
with one
are
finger to adjust the value.
simply named 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably could give them more description like mudman with like, I don't know, a red scarf or something. They're numbered, that's fine. It's simple, it's easy.
Stairs. Image. Toothworm 1. Adjustable.
Let's go hit that
As attack.
Toothworm
Toothworm
1.
1 gets hit for 30. Toothworm 1 is defeated.
Yeah,
Dodge the
we're
attack.
we're
Mudman charges at
smashing.
3. Dodge the attack. Is
Sound
ready.
effects are a little loud. Sound effects are a little loud. You know, I'm sorry. There is a monster in this dungeon, the electrical one. It is so loud that I almost got scared out of my. It nearly made my heart drop. It's like, oh, it's like. Look, the monsters in this game have the loudest effects, which is great. They're adorable. I do not dislike their effects. I love it.
Toothworm 2.
Okay,
Adjustable.
let's get to
As
Toothworm
attack.
2.
Toothworm 2 gets hit for 31. Toothworm 2 stumble.
Well,
Toothworm 2 is defeated. Is
I
ready.
do believe a little bit more variety in the monsters' deaths would be great. Like, if they could die with some dignity, would be great.
Mudman. Adjustable. As attack. Mudman gets hit for 26. Mudman is defeated. Crush the monsters.
And yeah, you get a little music whenever you win the battle, which is great. I have no issue with that.
Stairs. Button.
And then, okay, now there's a little issue when you win just generic loot, not treasure chest loot. There's a unlabeled button. We could just call that monsters drop this junk. It's just a button, and you won't find it unless you swipe back and forth several times. Well, at least a couple of times, not to be exaggerating. I don't want to exaggerate because I don't want you to think this game has a lot of issues. It doesn't. I just mean we could probably label that button, and that would look there. Listen, there isn't a lot wrong with dungeons and such. So just a couple of just a dev overview and walkthrough, just cleaning up a couple of things, then this game is like perfect.
Stairs. Button.
So you double tap this button,
43 XP earned. Ready.
and yeah, it's like a
Proceed.
treasure chest.
Button.
It's like a little. So I just got XP and I just got a little reward. So there's a couple of little rewards that you'll get that's in that unlabeled button. It's like a little cache, or it's like a coffer of some kind. Would be great if it was labeled. It would really help add to the mystique of finding things from monsters. It should be a random element, like it's a sack, it's a treasure chest, it's a wardrobe, it's a crack in the ceiling. Just give us some variety in the treasure chest. I really think that would go a long way toward replayability.
Stairs. Proceed. Button.
And there we go.
Proceed.
Let's move forward.
Stairs. Encountered an enemy.
All right, cool.
Mudman. Adjustable.
So if you don't
Swipe
touch
up or down with one finger
anything,
to adjust the value.
if you don't touch anything, it puts you right on cue for your first enemy to attack. Swipe to your right to hear the whole list of enemies. There's a refresh bug, so you will kill a monster, it will still appear. And this is a similar refreshing issue that Future Arena has, that when you kill a monster, it's still appearing. That is an easy fix in my opinion. But mind you, I'm not a developer, nor do I know how to code. So I could take a long walk off a short pier. I don't know. Again, there is a refresh issue. You can make that go away by swiping left and right a few times to clear up and refresh the menus. So if you cannot attack a creature because it's a ghost and it's not there anymore, the game will just do nothing. It'll bring you over to the guard button. Now be careful, if you really need to kill something and you accidentally guard, you could get killed. So do not let your health get down to like under 10. See, my danger point is 10 hit points. And this game does not give you a lot of hit points, but the monsters don't hit terribly hard. If you keep upgrading your armor, you really don't get hit very hard. Like almost everything is hitting me for 1 and 2 damage right now. Like with my current shield, I do not believe anything can hurt me. So yeah, don't let your health get too low.
Floor 22. Mudman. Adjustable.
Let's get this
As attack.
Mudman.
Mudman gets hit for 26. Mudman is defeated. Crush the monsters.
Alright, got that done. Let's turn that sound.
Floor 22. Button.
Alright, so you see you got that little invisible button.
21 XP earned. Ready.
And it just gives you a little
Proceed.
cache of goodies. And now you get that proceed button. So this is a great game to play when you're just chilling on a bus ride or just hanging out at a doctor's office, because this game is so quick. You are from one battle to another. You can just farm like wild.
Floor 22. Proceed. Button.
And
Proceed.
I will play this. I
Floor
played
22.
this
Very
game
empty and
for
quiet.
hours just sitting in the bed with one hand
Button.
because the accessibility is so good. When it comes to single finger navigation, this game is great because you don't have to do a lot of gymnastics with your fingers to kind of navigate it. Okay, so they give you a free like campsite every 5 or 6 levels. It's a free healing pot, so it doesn't mean that you need to carry it. It means that you don't have to carry a lot of healing stuff. Keep enough to keep yourself alive, but don't overdo buying too many potions. They are not necessary. So
Floor 22. Rest. Button.
and I just go ahead and pop grass, and yeah,
Encountered an enemy.
boom, there you go. All right. So who's
Tooth
our
worm.
enemy?
Adjustable.
Okay, tooth worms.
Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Tooth hurting.
Empty room. Tooth worm.
Is
Adjustable.
that tooth
As attack.
worm?
Tooth worm gets hit for 30. Tooth worm.
Get out of here, you
Monster.
tooth worm! I smash you. So tooth worm is gone. Tooth worm's pretty easy. I really think the monsters, the deeper you go, they are not like going up in difficulty. I really think that's probably good, which means it's really easy to get strong. So I've like out leveled most of these monsters, and I'm not about to get smacked up against a boss with under leveled kind of content. So I really don't mind if the monsters are weak.
Empty room. Button.
And let's go ahead and get my loot.
11 XP earned. Ready.
All right, cool.
Proceed. Button.
Proceed and
Proceed. Empty room. Encountered an enemy.
empty room. Who's gonna come up on the
Mudman.
queue?
Adjustable.
The Mudmans are pretty
Swipe up or down with one
weak. I
finger to
just
adjust the
smashed
as
their
attack.
face
Mudman
in.
gets hit for 26. Mudman is hit for crush the monster.
And again, it's random. You might get one enemy, you might get 7. And
21
okay,
XP earned. Ready.
it doesn't talk
Proceed.
after
Button.
battles sometimes. You'll win the battle, you'll get that heroic music, and it'll be quiet. I'll save you a lot of trouble. Just double tap, and it will move and tell you what you've discovered. So I'm going to stop right here for now because I've been recording for a while. I'm going to play this game a little bit at nighttime now that I've done the obligatory complete tutorial of all the more advanced features of the game. And there's a ton more I need to talk about when you get to town, because there's several elements that bear a little bit of explanation in the town. And yes, there's a little bit more enhancements that need to be done to the accessibility. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to play this a little bit more off camera. I really want to start it from the very beginning so you can get a sense of how quickly you can get stronger. But this is a great game, Dungeons and Such. You'll find it in my description. Go pick it up. Tell them that you were sent there by Michael Gray from Newdeath Gaming. I love this game. It's really fun. That's it for us today. We'll come back again and play some more. Take care, all. All right, bye.